Everyone, my name is Dr. Andrea Pickering, and I'm going to be presenting to you today the Inventories and NDC Network update. My co-leads are Ngoni, Natalie, Mai, and we're also supported by Sam. We currently have 500 members from 145 countries and 20 organisations. So some of the activities that we've managed to accomplish since the last meeting is that we had a National Compilers virtual meeting early in 2022. 35 countries attended. The objectives from this meeting were to facilitate networking and information exchange, to discuss common issues faced in the agricultural inventory compilation, and to determine how the network might best assist participants with these and inventory improvements. Um, the outcome from this was that we received a good roadmap for prioritising and informing the network activities going forward. We also managed to organise 3 webinars. The first one was on the policy relevance of national greenhouse gas inventories for agriculture, which was held in May 2022. The second was on national agriculture inventory data collection and management, which was held in June of 2022. The third and final was on commissioning and managing agricultural inventory research projects, which was held in July of 2022. We had various presentations from different experts, and we had approximately 60 participants at these 3 webinars. We also managed to release our 8th network newsletter in March of 2022. In this newsletter, we had some information on 2 databases. One was on the emission factors and parameters for manure methane, and that database is called Dataman. And the other one was on soil nitrous oxide emissions, and that is Global Nitrous Oxide Database. We also had an article on automated mapping and managing of nitrous oxide emissions from urine patches. So if you'd like any more information on any of that, please just sign up to our newsletter. So throughout 2022, we also had a bit of a change in our co-leads. So we had Dr. Mai Van Trin from Vietnam join us, and Richard Eckard from Australia left, and we had Natalie Doran-Brown join us from Australia. I also rejoined the co-lead team. I was originally a co-lead initially, but Hazel Tomlin took over from me, and she's recently left, and so I've taken back over. Some of the future research and capability opportunities that we see for the network is to encourage more measurement capability building of African and Asian Pacific countries around the areas of equipment, expertise, and analysis facilities. New Zealand currently has quite large programs in this area, and so it would be good to expand on this even more. Also, measurement and validation of agricultural emissions. So the measurement obviously ties in with the building of the measurement capability, and validation and verification of the information that goes into inventories and NDCs. So some of the opportunities that are coming up is inventory capability building, along with the measurement capability that New Zealand has. We've got an inventory capability building aspect for Africa, Asia, Latin America, Caribbean, and the Pacific. And part of this is a trip to New Zealand for Fijian and Samoan representatives in a few, actually next month. So we hope that that will be successful, and they will go away with some good take-home messages to help them with their inventory compilation. Australia is also doing some measurement work in Fiji, and that links in with the inventory capability building. We'd like to hope we can have an agricultural sector compilers workshop this year in person, but that is currently in the planning purposes. 2019 IPCC refinement obviously was released lately. So we would like to try and develop a summary of those key amendments. Some of the barriers and opportunities to achieving carbon neutrality that we see in cropping systems is that there is currently no approved methodology to actually incorporate mitigation technologies into greenhouse gas inventories, or even to demonstrate in NDCs. Or to demonstrate the carbon neutrality of systems. So this is quite a huge barrier, because even if you're doing it, even if you're carbon neutral, how do you demonstrate it? There's also inadequate analytical infrastructure for the actual measurement and quantification of these emissions, and more specifically, this applies to developing countries. So this opens doors and opportunities. I think the Global Research Alliance has a huge network of scientists and policy people, and so bringing these people together to develop approved methodologies. We have IPCC as one of our partners. The UNFCCC is one of our partners, and so if we can all work together to develop some kind of approved methodology, that would be great. So then everybody's on the same page. Not just for the inventories, but I know a lot of organisations would like to be able to have approved guidelines in this area so that they aren't accused of greenwashing. So this is actually happening in the livestock sector at the moment. There are a lot of dairy industries that have actually come together and developed a request for proposals currently that is looking at developing some guidelines on this. So this could be a really good opportunity for the cropping sector to do a similar project. And as I said, also duplicate the livestock inventory work, which is currently underway in a lot of developing countries. And livestock, we could do that for the cropping as well. So that's me. I hope you all have a good meeting, and I'm sorry that I can't join you in person.